we've got our leg in the air, and I think we haven't done our circles, have we? We're just bending and straightening and bending and straightening and opening up the back of that knee and pulling it closer to your head. Now, remember, you've got your foot flexed on your left foot. It's down on the mat.
Right.
Now we're going to do circles. So you've got the straps all in your right hand, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're keeping your core still, and you're making sure that only the thing that's moving is your leg in your hip joint, because you're taking your hip joint and oiling that hip joint, getting blood into it. Okay. 3, 4. If you're moving your body, your circles are too big, so make your circles smaller, and you can tell by the hand that's on your left hand on your left hip. Okay, that's 6. Now take it and drop it to the right, and leave it there. You may not be able to get your foot and leg down on the ground because men are not as flexible as women, but do what you can. You can lower it down farther like this, or you can raise it like this.
Okay.
But stretch it out. And then bring it over, put it in your other hand, and bring your leg across your body, keeping your shoulders down on the mat, and twist that ankle to the outside, because this is good for your sciatic nerve. And I think you can see my foot twisted. Okay? And you should leave it here and count to 10. Each one of these should be a count of 10. All right, now bring it up and put your other foot in the strap. That means you put your right leg out on the mat and flex that right foot. You put your right hand on your right hip or your stomach to make sure you know that you're keeping your core still. You must keep your core still because you just want to do this from the leg and the hip joint. And you start your circles. 1, 2, stop at the top. 3, 4, 5, 6. And when you get to the top, go in the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And when you get to the top, drop it to the left side, right arm out, walk to the right. Remember, stay there for 10 seconds. Now you bring the straps up, you put them in your right hand, and you bring the leg across your body, and then twist your ankle out for your sciatic nerve, and stay there. And then after about count of 10, or when you feel that muscle is loosened up, you're going to do your figure 4. That means you take your arms and you put your left ankle over your right knee, and put your hands through your legs and pull back up. Flex the foot that's crossed over your right knee, and put the other leg up and twist the ankle in one direction and then in the other. Good ankle exercise. And then rock back and forth. And when you get over probably more towards the right side, you'll feel it pulling on that muscle. And stay there and try and loosen that muscle. You might stay there for almost a minute before you feel that muscle loosening up. Do it on your own.
Both
Hello.
your arms are behind your leg.
Yeah,
Going
through,
it.
see?
Yeah.
And then put that foot down. Here's another thing you could do on the other side too, is push out on that knee. That opens up the hip. I didn't do it on the other side. Remember to do that, Paul.
Okay.
Now take your legs and cross your knees. It's called a cocktail pose. And put your hands over your knee, top knee, and pull back. You're going to feel this deeper into the muscle.
Which muscle? Glutes?
Glutes. Okay, now fully complete your crossover and drop your knees to the right. Your arms are out in T form and your head is facing away from your knees. This is to relax your back. It's a good back.
Yeah. I do something like this. You showed me a long time ago. This is a little bit different version.
Mm-hmm. Now bring your knees up. And now we've done it on both sides. And I take my hands behind my knees and I roll up. And you can turn over and go into downward dog. This is another yoga pose. And try and stretch your knees, your feet down on the mat. And stretch one ankle or foot down and bend the other knee. And bend, and bend, and bend. And then when you're ready, walk your hands back. And come up slowly. Take a deep breath in. And blow it out. One more deep breath. And blow it out. And there's one more good stretch for you. And I'm going to get down again. Put my foot behind my knee. If you can see that, Paul. And then take my, can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
And then take my arm, wrap it around that knee, put my other arm, my right arm back, or my left arm now, back, and then look behind me. That's a good neck stretch too. But it's a really good stretch for your sciatic too.
Okay.
I'm shortening it, but you can stay as long as you want.
Okay.
And then you can do some neck rolls. You can even feel the creaking going on in your neck when you do it.
All right.
Okay, and you can put your hand behind your head and give it some resistance and pull up and let go. Pull up, let go, pull up, let go, and take your shoulders and pull them back. Put your arm across for a shoulder stretch. And the other hand. And go up. And then come around and grab your hands together. This is all good stuff to keep your shoulders back. And so you don't start rounding shoulders.
Right.
You have to work on it.
It's good for your posture.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that device they came out with?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Oh, you just wear it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think you got it now.
All right, Mom. Good job.
Now, one thing that we didn't do is you said you have weights.
I do, but I
Alright.
think I need to buy some lighter, kind of easier lightweights.
I use 10, and you probably used maybe 12.
15 is the lowest I
Okay.
have.
So when you have your weights in your hand, do your biceps, at least 10,
Yeah.
and do your up in front, and triceps or straight arm, and go back, back, but you can do this even better. Now, I'm just giving you a few, but you know, you can do lots with your weights,
Yeah.
and you should do that. And after you exercise, you should drink water constantly when you're before after, and also have some protein, nuts or something. Is always good after you've exercised.
Or a protein shake.
Sure.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, Ma.